Hi everyone, this is Brenda. For today's video, I'll be doing a get ready with me for Christmas Eve. So today's Christmas Eve, I'll be hitting out with some family and we'll be eating a lot. But we'll be doing this video of how I get ready. Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me for Christmas Eve. Today's Christmas Eve and I'm going to be getting ready. So yeah, let's get into it. Oh my gosh, I have this party hat. It's funny actually, I don't even remember getting that, but I have a party hat now. Okay everybody, so for today's video, like I said, I'm gonna be getting ready for Christmas Eve. Oh, the perfume. Anyways, as I was saying right before I dropped my favorite perfume, I'm gonna be getting ready for Christmas Eve today. So today's technically like Christmas for Mexicans, I feel like, because today's when we actually go out and everybody gets drunk and everybody's like having fun and all that. Pero I'm gonna be starting off with the James Charles palette. And what the heck's wrong with this? It has powder on it. Anyways, so I'm gonna get started with the James Charles palette. But first I am going to moisturize my face, add primer, and I will be concealing, doing my eyebrows and concealing them. So I'll do that real quick and then we'll get started with actual eyeshadow. And then for moisturizer, I will be using the Clinique Moisturizer Surge. And this one I haven't used it in quite some time. I think it's been a year or maybe 6 months because I ran out of it and I recently purchased it. And then for my primer, I'll be using my Professional, which is my to-go all the time. I use this all the time. And then with foundation, I will be using the Fenty Beauty in shade 190. So I'll be using this for almost all my faces, but for all my face. But I am breaking out. I've been breaking out. I've been eating a lot of junk food here. So I've been breaking out extra. So for those areas, I will be using the Total Coverage foundation. So I'll be mixing them a little bit just on the areas where I do have redness. So I did drop my favorite perfume. And I mean, I smell good all around though. Like my room smells like it, which is good. But it hurt me because it was my favorite. And that's like, I only brought one of them. So I'm like, oh my goodness. It's not half of it, but it was it's the Versace blue little bottle. I don't know what's the name of it, but I just know what it looks like. And I'm sad. I'll have to buy another one. And then for my face, like I said, just using the Professional all over my face. This helps cover up all the pores and makes it look super like smooth and like nice. And I usually kind of rub it, but I also kind of pat it in because I do have like my pores. I've noticed that they've been larger than usual. I don't know if it's the climate, because where I'm at right now it's super humid and super hot. So maybe it has to do with that. But I've noticed that it's been like extra. My pores have been super big and noticeable, and usually that's never my case. I usually try to wait a little bit before I apply my foundation after my primer, just because it sets better. But I'm gonna hurry, so I have like 30 minutes to get ready. Okay, so here I added my Fenty foundation. Then I'm gonna be using this brush. This is number 3 by Page Cosmetics. So I'll just be applying it. Oh my god, this is too much. This is too much. Applying all over my face. So I'll come around with the beauty blender because this is too much. And I should have grabbed my hair. And I'm also sorry if you can hear my AC, but like my AC, if I don't have my AC on, I'll melt here. So I have to have my AC on like almost all the time around, because if not, I will be melting here. Okay guys, and then for concealer, I will be using the light medium shade for under my eyes, my chin, and my forehead. And then for my eyelids, after to conceal my eyebrows and add concealer on my eyelids, I will be using a lighter shade, which is light neutral 22N. So yeah, I'm using that real quick. So like I said, the light medium sand will be under my eyes, my chin, and my forehead. So for the first color, I'll be using the Morphe x James Charles palette. And I did a review on it, and now that I've been using it more, I do realize or notice that every time I touch it, like, it'll stay stained. Like, I'll wipe it and it'll just stay stained. Maybe, I mean, my hands are clean. Maybe it's because I have lotion on. For my eyebrows, all the products that I used were the Anastasia products. The first one that I used was the Dip Brown Pomade in Chocolate, which is this one. And then for the beginning of my eyebrows, I went in with the Brow Wiz in Dark Brown by Anastasia. And then lastly, I went in with the Anastasia Brow Gel. So this is that one, and this one just helps everything stay in place and it helps it look nice. So after all those products, I just went in with a concealer, and then I just cleaned the edges and I made it sharp. So now I'm just going to blend out a little bit more on my eyelids. So I use concealer as a base, and then I will be adding color now. Okay guys, so for color on my eyes, I will be using a transition color using the James Charles palette, and the color is 10% off. So I'll go ahead and start with the 10% off and do it all over my, kind of as a transition shade, and then I'll go back in with no beads and just pack it on there and then just add from there. So I'll go ahead and add the color 10% off. And the reason why I'm doing a brown shade is because I still don't know what I'm going to be wearing. So I'm going to go ahead and start as a transition, and then I'm just going to go lightly in a little bit higher than my crease. And this is because I still want that shade to form and I still want that shadow there, but I don't want all of my eyelid to be that color. So I'm gonna go lightly like this, and like I said, this palette is really nice because the colors are pigmented and they're really easy to blend. I've had other eyeshadow palettes that are nice as well, but it's some of the shades, like depending on what shade I'm using, it's a little bit harder to blend. So for this palette, I think they're easy to blend. I think it's a really good palette. Okay, so now that I semi-blended this a little bit up on top of my actual crease, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with another fluffy brush. This brush that I used here is the Luxie 249, and then this one's going to be a little fluffier, and this one is the BH Cosmetics number 5. So now that I have that semi-blended, I am going to go in with an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and I'm going to go ahead and go and pack it with, oh my gosh, this palette is hard to throw in those. Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to go in with no beans, and then I'm just going to pack it right on my crease. So I'm just going to... Mexico, there's people that have Latinacos, and then other countries are different, but in Mexico sí son. And we have the underground version, whatever that means. So we have the underground version, so every time it needs water, it does that. I'm not even sure if you guys heard it or not, because it's like right in front of my room. something like that. And then I'm going to add concealer. No, I don't feel like adding concealer. What do I want to do? I'm gonna add Boutique on the side right here, and I'll be using this shade right here. This brush right here. So it's called Boutique, and then I'm gonna add this here. Looks interesting. Let me blend that a little and see what it looks like. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with beans, and then I'm just gonna actually go over it. I don't know, it doesn't really add anything, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add no beans on here. This one I pretty much just use it to pack. So once I'm done packing, whatever. So once I'm done packing, I'm just gonna jump to the other eye. So let me do the other eye real quick, and then we'll come back to blending and all that. Okay, and then to blend everything together, I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro number 5, and it's just a fluffy brush. So with this, I'm just literally going to start doing circular motions all over the outside or the ends of my makeup, and this just makes everything look looks blended. Technically, that's the purpose of this. Keep blending until my wrist is kind of tired, and that's my key to stop. That's my signal to stop. Okay, and for my eyelid, I will be using this Anastasia palette, and then I will probably be using Zam, which is this really nice color. I'll be adding that all over my lid, and yeah. So for that kind of shade, I always kind of wetting it, because I notice it does do a little difference. It makes it pop a little more. And if that does not work, then I'll just use my finger. And this is just on the center of my eye. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of the color in this Anastasia palette, which is called Credit, which is that one right there. And then I'll be adding that in the ends to make sure that it's blended in. And then whatever is left, I'm gonna add a little bit right on the waterline area. This just helps it give definition to the look. So I'm just gonna go like this. And then I'm going to go back to the Luxie Dual brush, and I'm going to go with this end, and then I'm just going to go in to blend that I just added. But the color will stay there. Just looks darker. I'm going to add a little more Zam with my finger. I feel like it's going to look much better if I do that. Yes. It definitely did. Oh. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in with the Anastasia, a little brush, or actually I'll use this tiny brush, and then I'm gonna try to blend the beginning of it like this, and then the end kind of bringing it down a little, but it's still there. And then with the Anastasia brush that I used to first apply it, I'm just gonna tap keep on blending the inner corner and the ends. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, add mascara, and add falsies. And then I'll be using some Glamify Me lashes, which are these. These are in the style Kiki, so I'll go ahead and use those. And then the way that I do this usually is I'll just leave it on there. So leave it for a couple seconds to dry, and then I will literally just like pop it on there like that, and I'll leave it there. And then I'll wait for it to dry a little more, get tackier, and then I'll actually start. Okay, so I applied my lashes already. This one was being a little stubborn. It was like popping up for some reason. And I think it's the glue though, because like I'm under the AC, it dries up because it's new. I bought it like 3 weeks ago and I started using it here. And it's dried up so like really fast. So I think it's because the AC is like right there. But then I just go in like this, and then I just, the last part's a little not tacky yet, so I'm trying to go back in, and then I just go in, and then I press my lashes with the actual falsies, and then that way, like if there's any little pelitos or pestañas that are just going everywhere, they kind of get together. So now for my under my eyes, I'm gonna use the Anastasia palette, and then I'm gonna go in and use the color Credit, and then I'm just gonna add that all under my my eyes. Okay, so after adding that shade under my eyes, I'm just gonna get a fluffy brush. I use this to blend everything out. At the end, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same. And this just makes it smokier. I'm still gonna add a little bit more, but in the meantime, my eyelash was like trying to pop up. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and add some 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, and this one is by Urban Decay. So I'm gonna use something. I need something to push my pobre ojito para abajo. I actually bought this one here at Sephora. And tell me why se me hizo bien caro. Okay, so I added that black eyeliner, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more credit with this brush right here, the Luxie brush, and I'm just gonna add more right like where my waterline ends, just because I feel like I lost a lot of the color, and today I'm going with this brown look. So almost dropped it. Okay, and now I'm just gonna add a mascara, and I'm probably gonna do either a highlight or glitter in my inner corners. That way they pop a little more, but I need to find it. Okay, and then I added a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes using the Better Than Love mascara by Too Faced. And then I will be adding in the inner corner a shimmer. In this case, I will be using, where'd it go? I will be using Crystal Ball by NYX. This is actually just like a liquid eyeliner, but it's a shimmer, and I'm just gonna use it for my inner corner because why not? And then I'm just gonna form like a little triangle right here. So I'm just waiting for my AC to not hit me, because if it hits me, this thing dries like so fast. Alright everyone, this is all for today's video. I hope you guys like it. Please like, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, if you guys got questions or what are your guys' plans for Christmas Eve, then let me know down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.